Everything I do is to make my ancestors, my mother, my grandmother, the women who came before me proud. I am the descendant of just the most resilient, just exuding of just light and goodness and kindness. And so being immersed in, so having that in your orbit, I have no other choice. I don't know anything else. I was raised to always keep one foot in front of the other, even though you may not want to, even if you may not have the strength to continue to persevere in spite of. I want my legacy to be, she was here, she tried. Every single day, I want people who are in my presence to feel uplifted, to feel affirmed, to feel seen. When I'm spending time with someone, when I'm sharing space with you, I want you to feel warm in my presence. I want my legacy, I want my ancestors to be like, yes, she did it. Come through, sis, come through. I want my ancestors to exhale because I made them proud. That's what I want my legacy to be. And I want my children and my children's children to know, hey, mama did that, mama did that.
There is nothing I want more than to get job well done from God herself when this is all over. I want my legacy to be one of joy, to be one of preservation and uplifting of Black culture, and making it through impossibilities. I want people to see my legacy, see my story, see my life, and know that it is all possible. Like anything that they see, that they want, that they haven't seen yet, I want people to see my life and see it as an example of what is possible, what God can do. So my legacy is not only about me, but it's about people being able to look at someone like me and feel like I can do that. So I think my legacy is going to be that of possibilities.
I would definitely say I want my legacy to be service. I'm in this industry for the service of my community, to decrease the racial wealth gap, to be a resource and an entry point for access to the industry for, many of the members of my community who historically have not been serviced by, some of the financial firms kind of across the country, and making sure that we are reducing that barrier to access, providing tools and resources that really meet the needs of the members of our community.
I would like my legacy to be that I was a positive person with great energy, and that I provided opportunities from other people from New Orleans just like me.
I want my legacy to be known for positively impacting the culture. I want people to remember me for putting my hands onto positive feats in pop culture, pushing things in public policy, and putting on for my last name. That's what I do it for.
I want my legacy to be one of inspiration and caring. There are so many people in this world, and as a reporter, the people and the lives that you touch and that you get to know, I hope to make an impact on every single one of them and leaving them with something positive to remember.
What I want my legacy to embody and what I want to be remembered for, honestly, is just somebody who genuinely, authentically cared about us, our health, and putting nutrition first. I want to be remembered as somebody who constantly advocated for us, constantly pushed us to make healthier food choices, and someone who constantly asked us, hey, did you show up for yourself today? What's one thing that you did to show up for yourself today via your diet, right? And one of the main ways that I believe you can show up for yourself is by eating healthy, colorful, nutrient-dense foods that not only fights away disease, but yet add years to our lives. I genuinely just want us all happy, healthy, living long, heart-healthy lives. And I just know that one of the main ways to do so is with nutrition. So I just want to help us all take control of our nutrition slowly but surely, and yeah, it's what I want to be remembered for.
Whatever my legacy is, I want it to be one that my parents, grandparents, and all of my ancestors can be proud of, and one that future generations can continue. This can take many forms, and I'm still figuring it out.
I want my legacy to be about educating and supporting our communities. Lawyers do have a deeper understanding of government and politics and history. And so I feel a personal responsibility to pour the knowledge I have back into my people so that we continue to be informed, continue to be connected to what's going on in our country and in the world.
I want my legacy to be starting generational wealth in my family while making a difference.
When it comes to my legacy, I want to be remembered like some of the artists that, I remember and I was introduced to growing up. I feel like all Black families have artwork in their houses that you kind of grow up with. Like, even if you don't really pay attention to it being artwork when you're a little kid, there are certain pictures and just certain art on the walls of like your parents or your grandparents that you distinctly remember. Growing up, there was a lot of Black families who had like Annie Lee portraits on their wall, or Varnett P. Honeywood. So those are really the artists that I try to kind of emulate as far as not only my style, but the fact that they're artists whose artwork lives forever in like the homes of our loved ones. And that's kind of what I want my legacy to be too. Like, I think it's really cool when people post pictures or share photos with me of their home, and I can see like their kid in the background, or it's like a family picture, and in the background I see like my artwork. I just think that's so cool, because we kind of don't really realize that the stuff that we see on a daily basis, like on the walls that surround us every day, they really just become such a huge part of your life, like subconsciously, and you don't even really realize it. So that's definitely what I want my legacy to be too. And I feel like I'm getting there, and I'm super, super proud about that.
I want to be remembered as someone who lived life to the fullest, someone who used her resources to make a difference. I really hope that the work that I am doing and continue to do will make an impact on someone's life. And I believe anybody can make an impact, no matter how big or small. An impact always has a ripple effect. So my name is RAHIDAH Barnes. I'm the president of the New York chapter of the National Association for Multi-Ethnicity and Communications, and I am phenomenally her.